What's good, y'all? I feel like Batman. I saw like I whoosh that shit. You feel me? But this is Deep Thoughts, where I just give y'all what's on my brain, um, my experiences, whatever I've been learning, whatever's going on that I feel like could help somebody on their journey. You get what I'm saying? This is the point of that. It's uncut. It's raw. You feel me? You see me? I'm in my robe and all that good stuff. I'm fasting right now with coconut water. Um, if you want that more in detail, I'm dropping a daily series on TikTok of the 5 days of me fasting with coconut water, like recapping each day, how I feel, um, how's the transition being, etc., etc. But what sparked this episode today, if you didn't know, I make these videos literally when I just feel inspired to talk about a topic, and then I just go from there. But what sparked this one is, um, I feel like I've been seeing a lot of stuff on social media, a lot of stuff outside of myself. You feel me? Things that I perceive with these lenses. And I feel like a lot of it isn't resonating with me. And I'm glad that I have this level of discernment where I'm at a place where I know what resonates with me and what doesn't. You feel me? And I am learning more and more that is a skill. I just thought that was inherently like a natural thing that everybody has, but I'm learning as I go through my own experience that that's not something normal, and I'm grateful for that. And I think that's a culmination of just who I am, the experiences, my soul, a whole bunch of things. You feel me? But the point I'm trying to say is there's a lot of stuff I'm seeing outside of myself that isn't resonating with me, and I wanted to speak on, just giving y'all some game, like for y'all to be able to use y'all best discernment with whatever you're perceiving in this experience. You get what I'm saying? Because there's so much outside of you. You get what I'm saying? Like, think about, I don't know if y'all meditate, right? Let's say you don't meditate. You go throughout life on autopilot, essentially. Like, you feel me? You never really give yourself any time to nourish your body. You feel me? Going out and drinking isn't necessarily nourishing your body. And I don't just mean because alcohol is poisoning. I mean, like, the things they tell you that you should be doing to relax, or the things you associate with relaxing or coming to a state of peace, is not necessarily inherently true, and it's not necessarily giving you that peace that you are truly desiring. It's just like a band-aid. You feel me? And I kind of spoke on that before. And the reason I say that is because most people haven't sat with themselves long enough or released themselves of attachments that was placed on them through, whether it be experience, people, friends, family, whatever the case may be, TV shows, you feel me, like media. They haven't been able to disassociate themselves from those attachments to truly gain the knowledge of self. Meaning, like, if you went your whole life eating chicken, right? And you never took the time to stop eating chicken or ask yourself, why do I like chicken? Then you can't truly understand who you are. You feel me? Because you don't know if you genuinely love chicken because you've grown, like, you've literally been fed that. Like, you've just been consuming that your whole life. You never took a break from it. Which is why I always preach to people that you need to detach yourself from everything. You feel me? Like, even me, like, I'll be the first one to tell you, oh, I love eating food, da, 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 da. When I did that first fast, bro, like, my whole mental, like, my whole, what's the word I'm looking for? My whole paradigm shifted, and my whole relationship shifted with food. You get what I'm saying? Like, I understood. It's like, when you know something, but then you do it, and it's like, oh, all right, okay, I got it now. You feel me? Like, I always knew you have to have a good relationship with what you consume and what you use to nourish your body, the food you put inside. And I've been doing that and stuff like that. But when I practice, like, not eating, what I've learned is, just like everything, it's mostly mental. Like, everything we do is mental. You get what I'm saying? And not just in the sense of, like, the logical or anything like that. It's literally a culmination of willpower, your soul, you feel me? Like, a whole bunch of different things that goes on. I feel like when you marking your path and you're going on a direction to accomplish anything, you get what I'm saying? And that journey changed my relationship with food in a positive way where I wasn't bound by it. I didn't even eat as much as I thought I was going to eat. You feel me? Like the day before I was so excited because you feel me? Like I was going to complete my fast and I was true to it, that I ordered, like, you feel me, 2 full soul food vegan meals. You feel me? Like I had like Philly cheesesteak egg rolls. Oh, that sounds good right now, with some French fries. I think it was like garlic parmesan fries and mac and cheese. You feel me? Like I just ordered a lot and I wanted to order more. But when the day came, I didn't even eat that much, and I didn't even want to eat that much. And that since then, I've had my moments of spurts where I've ate a lot, but I haven't been eating as much or consuming as much because I realized I was just constantly thinking about it. You get what I'm saying? And to bring it back to what I was saying before, you can't genuinely know who you are or what you can't, or genuinely, like, I'm trying to like phrase it in a certain way, like speak, like, I'll just say this: you can't genuinely step into who you are, or be who you are, or know what it is you desire and what it is you don't, if you don't be able to separate yourself. You get what I'm saying? From everything. Like, it has to be from everything. You get what I'm saying? Like, I went something that changed my life drastically is when I was started my first YouTube channel with somebody, with my ex, and I was so focused and motivated to like monetize the channel and start making money. You feel me? Like within a year, and I did it within 6 months. But it took me being like, all right, I need to put my PlayStation away. You feel me? I've never willingly stopped playing games. You feel me? I've always said, oh, I could always stop. You feel me? These games don't control me, because that's what we all say. You feel me? We all, you feel me? We all go through this with whatever it is, bro. You feel me? And I was just like, damn, I could always put it up. I don't need it. You feel me? It don't stop me. Knowing that shit stopped me from doing a lot. You feel me? Not necessarily the game, but the relationship I had with the game. That's what we gotta understand, that it's not necessarily the thing itself, it's the relationship you have with that. Whether it's that person, that, you feel me, that object, that relation, you feel me? Like, it's just that relationship you have with whatever it is, a person or a thing. You feel me? And just like anything, if it's not healthy, then you need to, you feel me, reevaluate it. You either need to stop it altogether, or you need to take a break and step back and think, okay, why does this have so much dominion over me? You feel me? Why is this controlling me? Why am I so bound by it? And that's when everything breaks through. It always, and y'all always hear me say this if y'all watch my videos and my TikToks. It always starts with why, bro. But it only happens when you take that first step. Like, I wouldn't have known. You know what's crazy about that too? When I put up my game, bro, I put that shit up, and I didn't miss it nearly as much as I thought. I thought it was gonna be so hard. Just like when I stopped eating meat, I'm like, damn, how am I gonna stop eating chicken? You know what the hardest shit for me to stop eating was? Cheese, bro. Like, I would have never expected it to be cheese. You feel me? Like, I ate cheese and stuff like that, but it wasn't like I was, you feel me, like I needed to have cheese. I didn't think I felt that. But it just goes to show you, like, you feel me, you get sent curveballs. But to get back to that part, like, once I put it away, I didn't need it. I didn't feel a urge to play it as much as I need to, because the thing is with video games too, for as long as I know, I've always loved it. But I can't even think back to tell y'all why I've always loved video games. Like, I don't think I picked it up on my own. You feel me? On my own accord. But I love it. Don't get me wrong. But I just don't remember. Like, my earliest memory, I think, of a video game is like my aunt buying me a PlayStation 1 for Christmas. You feel me? That came out in what, 96? I was born in 95. So you feel me? Like, that's the earliest like memory I have of like a video game. But you feel me? Like, I wouldn't have known that or acknowledged that addiction had I not take that break, had I not used my best discernment. You get what I'm saying? And that's why when I watch certain, whether it be creators, whether it be on YouTube and TikTok, and it's not to knock anybody. You feel me? Because there is somebody that I can speak to that you can't. There's somebody that you can speak to that I can't. And I think where a lot of us get caught up in is we're so like territorial, like especially when you're speaking in a certain space, and you always see it. You feel me? Let's say the spiritual community. You feel me? Some people might be arguing with each other because it's like, oh, this person is fake and this person is that for this and this is that. We're all supposed to be elevating. As long as we're enlightening ourselves and the people around us, that's all that it need to be, bro. I don't need to agree with everything you're saying. You don't need to agree with everything I'm saying. Now, it is a difference between you're spreading misinformation and you're trying to be, you feel me, like a clown and stuff like that. Cool. That'll be handled how it's supposed to be handled. We don't really need to step in. The people gonna know. You feel me? You gonna feel it. You feel me? And if you don't, it is what it is. Like, maybe in the next lifetime. Like, I don't know what to tell you, but I've just been seeing a lot of like, I'm not going to even fully say misinformation, but yeah, in a sense, misinformation, but not even just that. It's more so people trying to project their ideas as absolute. And I feel like that's where we get caught up in this, you know, that system mindset. You feel me? The shit they want us to be under. Like, nothing I say is absolute. Nothing you say is absolute. You feel me? This is just my experience at this moment right now. You get what I'm saying? Time is not real. I'm not even going to, feel me, reference that. In this moment right now, that's all that is. You feel me? That's all that is right now. So I can only convey this experience I am experiencing right now as it is. You feel me? And as it stands. And it doesn't make it absolute. You feel me? That's just, it is. You feel me? It just is. And that's all it is. And then when you watch this, you either going to resonate with it or you're not going to resonate with it. And if it doesn't, it ain't no hard feelings. It ain't like, oh, well, you feel me? That's why I don't be in a comment suit arguing, or you're not going to really see me arguing. Sometimes I've responded to people certain times, but even that, you're not going to really be seeing me doing that either, because like I said in one of my videos on TikTok, the narrative is, they want to continue pushing the narrative, a whole bunch of narratives, but the one I did was like, they want us basically at each other's throats, especially the black community. You feel me? Like, they want us at each other's throats. You feel me? For lack of better words, I'm gonna say black. They want us at each other's throat. So if someone that looks like me or sounds like me, whatever, like someone that is black is, you feel me, saying something against me or whatever, I'm not gonna come in and be like, oh, you feel me? Like, I'm not gonna participate in that energy. If I do take a stance, it's gonna be from an elevated, like, just mindset. You feel me? Within myself, just at peace, and just be like, yo, you feel me? No hate towards you, yada yada yada. This is actually what it is, but you feel me? It's still love. You get what I'm saying? Because it's so easy to be like, yo, what you just said, bro? Like, what's up? Like, let's link. Like, you know, like, just getting into all of that and putting on the show. What are we doing? What are we doing? That's not why we here, bro. You feel me? That's not why we here. We're not here to be bickering. We wasn't doing that. Contrary to what they show us and what they say about their history, we weren't always doing that, bro. We weren't always at each other's necks. We wasn't doing none of that. You feel me? We wasn't getting on each other like that. So I feel like it's just important to remember that and to know that everything you see is not... Damn, that was deja vu. It made me think of a video where my voice got like that. Anyway, everything you see is not an attack on you, and everything you see is not good for you. You get what I'm saying? Like, these are all just projections, and then it's your job to see what resonates and then question why it resonates, and that should be a catalyst to spark your own I was gonna say like self-healing journey, I feel like, for lack of better words, for you, but your spiritual journey, your self-discovery journey, because that's what I feel like we are here. That's always what I felt at my core since I came into this vessel, and that's what I feel even more now as I am here. You feel me? As I do right now, is that we were meant to self-discover. You feel me? To just spread love and discover ourselves. You get what I'm saying? And I also want to talk to you about protecting our energy, bro. And I think I spoke about this on one of my previous videos, but it's very important that you are protecting your energy, and that looks different. Like I said, it looks a lot different for everybody. I'm gonna give you my um explanation or my meaning when I say protect your energy. So for me, that looks like not only watching the people you are around. Well, it means a lot of things. So like watching the people that are around you, watching what you're consuming, and that's on all levels. You feel me? So the food, the music, the people that are around you, and the conversations you are allowing to be had around you. And I'm not saying you anytime somebody having a conversation, you're like, yo, shut up, stop. Don't just remove yourself from the situation. That's it. Like if people are having a conversation that you don't align with, don't be don't be within that vicinity. You get what I'm saying? Because you don't need to be subconsciously attaching to these ideas that you don't agree with or that aren't even yours. You feel me? You shouldn't even be having these. You don't want to be in a place where you're having these thoughts consciously or even subconsciously, like later, or like it's affecting, you feel me, you in a way that doesn't serve your highest good, which is just loving yourself, learning yourself, self-discovery, and all of that. What else? I say consuming in all levels, the people you're around, what people like, what the conversations you're allowed to be having, and the list goes on and on, bro. Like, the list goes on and on. I feel like you also gotta nourish yourself. You get what I'm saying? Like, right after this video, I'm going to get on my game. You feel me? I'm gonna get on my PlayStation and play God of War. You feel me? Like, that's what I feel like doing right now. You feel me? And I watched a great video on TikTok, but I can't even like accurately reference it. But it was basically something along the lines of like, just when you are in this ascension process, right? Of like just elevating yourself. You feel me? Getting yourself vibrating high, on a consistent basis, and just keeping a high energy. You feel me? Being on love, abundance, etc. Peace. You feel me? Like when you're getting into that state and you're working on maintaining that, you have to do things that nourishes your mind, body, and soul. You feel me? So for me, what that looks like is eating. You feel me? Smoking. You feel me? With intention though. You feel me? Not just smoking to get high or whatever. I've never smoked to just do that. You get what I'm saying? It's always been intentional, but now I'm even more intentional. Like, I'll give you an example. When I do smoke, first of all, I only smoke at night. You feel me? Only at night. I don't smoke during the day. That works best for me. Now, you, like I always say, use your best discernment. If you do what's best for you. That just works best for me because I know how I operate at night. Everything is just always in my favor at night. You feel me? I feel most myself. I feel most energetic, the most inspired, the most motivation. Like, I'll give you right now, it's 11:17 p.m. right now. A lot of these videos I done shot, that y'all gonna see, I done shot at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. You feel me? Like 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, going all the way into 4 or 5. You feel me? Like, or 12. But that's when I know I'm the most tapped in with myself. But getting back to the smoking, like, I speak my intentions before I smoke. You feel me? So with each pull, I'm sending my intentions into it, setting my intentions into it. You get what I'm saying? So like, I'll give you an example. I'm really trying to get into before I was slacking on my meditation and stuff like that, when I was really being consistent, and then I started like skipping a couple days and all this other stuff. I was getting to a point where I was getting closer to astral projecting. But that all came from, like, I've been in my meditations, I have been asking to know where I come from, like what soul tribe I come, who are my ancestors and stuff like that. Like, I've been focusing my intent on that, and I've been getting signs, and I started to get close. I was getting to a point where, like, when I was meditating, I literally felt my body like leaving. You feel me? Like, I can't explain it. You only know if you get there. It's gonna sound crazy if you feel me, if you go and come into it with a closed mind. You get what I'm saying? But that was the closest I did, because before it just felt like I felt it a little bit and up here, but then it got to a point where I was feeling it through my whole body, but I started slacking. You feel me? Because just life, I guess I just didn't feel like meditating. I wanted to jump straight into work. Well, I don't consider this work, but like making content and stuff like that. That's when my TikTok was blowing up and stuff like that. But getting back to it, like the purpose I'm saying about being intentional. So like when I smoke, I'd be like, I want damn, it's hard to say, like, cause I don't know, maybe I won't share that. Maybe I'm not supposed to right now. So I won't share what I say, but I speak my intentions into it. You get what I'm saying? So I do that, and then I take a pull, and then I say, so it is, and thus it shall be. You get what I'm saying? Or whatever comes to my mind, and that I just let it flow. And the more I've been doing it, the more I've been letting it flow, and the more I'm I'm paying attention to the signs, because the signs are always there, but I'm being more aware that that there is something higher trying to communicate with me. You feel me? But that's what I've been learning as far as like protecting your energy. It's gonna look different every day. You feel me? I could wake up tomorrow and have another answer for you. You feel me? I could get up tomorrow and have another answer for you. That's just how it is. That's why, like, somebody I was texting was asking me the meaning of, like, I asked them what was the meaning of life, or what, I forgot, or what was their outlook on life, or something like that. And they gave me their piece, and then they asked me, and I was like, damn, honestly, you feel me? Like, that's gonna have to be like a face-to-face conversation, because I can't even give you my mind, but it won't even allow me to, like, communicate that via text. You feel me? Like, I can't even, like, because that's something that changes and evolves as you do. You feel me? Just as your senses change and evolve as you do. You get what I'm saying? Just like anything in life, like your taste buds, your habits. You feel me? I am not the same version of myself that I was before. You get what I'm saying? Like, I speak even more so with my soul, and you feel me, more experience, and people around me always say I have wisdom beyond my years, and that I feel like you have to you will receive signs in so many different ways. If people are repeating a lot of the same things, pay attention to that and also acknowledge it. You get what I'm saying? Like, for the longest I'd be like, I just doing my thing. No, acknowledge that, meaning you can say thank you. You feel me? I am working on ... I'm working on growing myself, so I appreciate that. That's you acknowledging what you are trying to do. Because if you're trying to reach this height, or you're trying to be this person, this version of yourself, or whatever the case may be, that's the universe, you feel me, throwing a oop. You feel me? Like, they throwing a oop to you. And not only that, that could be your ancestors speaking through other people as well, because remember, we can only see a fraction of what's really out there. And then we're vibrating at a certain frequency where there's things we can see and there's things we can't see. You get what I'm saying? So that was about to take me off in another tangent. But the point is, nourishing your body looks different in a lot of ways. Damn, I forgot I poured it all into my I was about to say thermostat. I don't even know what to call it, bro. My little cup, bro. My little cup with a twist. That's what we gonna call it. My little cup with a twist. But the point is, like, all these signs, it'll come through in different ways. You always hear me saying it, just being more intentional. Like, you feel me, with everything. You feel me, like, I've hammered down on that even. It's crazy because, you know, when you are, I don't know if y'all ever noticed it, you feel me? And I think because I've just been being more aware of my behaviors, my patterns, and etc., and being, holding myself more accountable to those patterns or behaviors or emotions or, etc., where I've noticed that, like, I see the difference. You get what I'm saying? Like, I see stuff that I didn't see before. You feel me? Not necessarily like what I'm trying to say, because I feel like people be like, oh, what you see? Like, not in the physical sense, more so in a, like, subliminal sense. Like, I'll watch certain movies or TV shows and stuff like that, and I'm hearing things that I didn't hear before. I'm seeing things that I didn't see before, because if you didn't know, a lot of the stuff that we consume has hidden subliminal messages in it. You feel me? And are on certain frequencies, and sometimes you gotta have it tuned in to hear it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm realizing that I am becoming my own antenna, if that makes sense. Like, I'm able I was always able to detect BS, or you feel me, to read in between the lines and to add context and stuff like that. I've always had a great discernment of people energy. Like, I'm big on energy. Like, I can feel it. I can almost immediately tell what type of person you are, bro, and your intentions. Like, almost immediately. Like, no hesitation. You feel me? And that just becomes who I am. I'm an observer. I'm not the first one to speak. You feel me? I always pride myself on not being the first one to speak, because I feel like there's a lot. People will show you who they are if you just listen. You feel me? And a bunch of other reasons. You feel me? But getting back to what I was saying is, like, I've seen all my skills reach this height. You feel me? Like, I see the leap because I'll be watching certain things, or I have certain conversations with people, or I might listen to certain things, or I might be studying certain things, and I'll be like, oh, like, that's why I couldn't consume that information yet. You feel me? Like, right now, I'm listening to the Holy Tablets. If you don't know what that is, it's a culmination of a lot of, like, religious texts, like a lot of the truths of religious texts put into one book. And it talks about, like, if you're in tune with, like, the Anunnaki, and it explains, like, how our solar system came to be, and so on and so forth. And I'm loving it. I'm still on chapter 1, but I'm on, like, I think tablet 6. You should definitely check it out. Point is, a lot of that information, I realized, like, I couldn't have listened to that before. You get what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't have been ready to receive that sort of information. And not in the sense I wouldn't have believed it, because I would. I've always been like, there's something greater. I was studying, like, when I was younger, I was deep in Hollow Earth. Like, I was like, oh shit. Something just resonated with me. You feel me? Something deeply resonates with me about Hollow Earth and inner Earth theories and stuff like that. And other life, like, you feel me, like, it just resonated with me on deeper levels. A lot of movies when I was younger resonated with me, and I didn't understand why until now. Like, Matrix, I love the Matrix. You feel me? Like, I loved the Matrix when it first came out, bro. It resonated with me so much. But the reason it resonated with me back then was a lot of the same reasons now, but I didn't understand that. It was a lot of it because it was a cool movie. I thought it was like, yeah, like, he's against the, like, fuck the system. It was a lot of, like, I didn't put too much of a deeper thought, but now I know that that's why it resonated with me when I was younger. You get what I'm saying? Same thing about, like, Avatar, the movie and the TV show. You feel me? Like, the cartoon and the movie with the blue people. You feel me? A lot of that resonates with me crazy. Like, you feel me? Like, it just gets, and now I understand why it resonated with me so much when I was younger. You feel me? Like, a lot of these things, you start to realize that you were always, like, there's a path for you, and you are always on that path, bro. Like, there's never a moment where you're not on that path. You get me? Like, there's never a moment where you're not on that path and you're not walking in your purpose. Whether your perception is this is bad or good, you're still walking on that path. It's just a lesson, bro. And it's about how you perceive it. So if you want to be like, well, this is the worst, cool. You feel me? That's going to be your experience. If you're like, yo, this is great, this is amazing, then that's going to be your experience. You feel me? Like, and a lot of it, and that goes into, like, mindset and shifting your mindset and stuff like that. But I know I'll be going on tangents. I don't even know where I was going with that. Point is, let's talk about that. My mindset and shifting. So for me, shifting my mindset came with, I was always good at, like, holding myself accountable and being objective with, like, things I've done that I could have handled better, or I would say more aligned with who I am, because there's no such thing as good or bad, like good or evil. You get what I'm saying? It's just energy. You feel me? And it's like, whatever you are aligned with, you will attract. So if you are, like, robbing, killing, stealing, you feel me, like, just doing harm to people, then you're gonna be on that frequency. So your whole experience is gonna be that. Like, it's gonna be tailored to that experience, because that's what you're aligned with. You feel me? That's what I believe. So, as far as shifting my mindset, it wasn't just, like, me writing down affirmations and, like, you know, y'all see those videos and people, like, write down these affirmations, 21 days. Like, bro, It's not that. It's not. I'm not gonna say it's not that simple, and because it's not. What's like the opposite of unsimple? We just gonna say it's not. We just gonna use that. It's not unsimple, but it's also not that simple. You get what I'm saying? It depends on where you're at on your journey, and it's all about your reception to things. Because let's say, um, aliens right came down, this planet, and they started lighting shit up. They was like, yo, we here to help you, but they look like, or worse than what they showed us in the movies. And we've always seen in movies that, oh, they be on some wild shit, they be trying to take us out. Rightfully so. First of all, let me say that. Rightfully so. But they be trying to take us out. And so if that happens in real life, you might be like, nah. You feel me? If the news come on, who are you going to be more inclined to believe? If the news comes on and your man's is talking about how we got to come together and we got to take them out, you know what I'm saying? Who are you going to believe? You're going to believe them more than you'd believe the people coming down. But the people that's coming down could really be for us, but you wouldn't know because you didn't take the time. You're not in tune with yourself to trust your discernment on that. Just like Avatar is a great movie. You feel me? Because I would have done the same thing. Like, and I believe first of all, there's a lot of gems and truths in Avatar 1 and 2, bro. If y'all haven't seen it, the movie with the blue people. That is, first of all, that is us. And when I say us, the indigenous people, the people that belong to this planet, that is us. And there's a lot of gems in there, but I'm not going to spoil it if you haven't seen the first Avatar. But basically, they go into this planet called Pandora, and one of the dudes, he falls in love with the forest, he falls in love with a girl, you know, he just falls in love with the land, the people, and the customs, and he decides, basically, the Avatar process is like he leaves his human body and he goes into I was about to say Natiris. They're not called Natiris. But he goes into, they have these hybrid bodies like of half of the blue people's DNA and then half of human DNA, and it's mixed in, you feel me? They breeded an avatar, a body, so he can transfer his consciousness into that body and learn their customs and all that and stuff like that. So he ends up loving that shit and he don't want to come back. Because he like, yo, like, and one of the parts he talks about, like, yo, like, they look at my memories, you could see, like, they, in our planet, they killed our Earth, you feel me? They killed our he says their version of their God, you feel me? They killed her. And they just, that's all they do, that's all they know. And it's like, bro, what'd that sound like? You get what I'm saying? Like, and that's why people say a lot of the truths be in the movies, and they explain that whole karmic debt, and I believe in that and stuff like that. But the point is, like, I know it's talking about mind shifting, but I would have done the same thing. We gonna stay on that Avatar. I would have done the same thing because it's like, bro, like, why would you want to be a part of a community that just constantly colonize? Anyway, colonize its people and then destroys the planet. Like, y'all can't, at this point where we're at, especially with all the knowledge going around and TikTok, that app itself, y'all can't seriously tell me that y'all believe that certain people were placed on this planet, or like that everybody is one species on this planet, and that everybody has the best intentions for this planet. Because if that was the case, we would not have no roads, no cars, no TVs, no computers. We would not have a lot of the shit. Like, there would be no buildings, there would be no high rises, sky rises, whatever you want to call it, hotels, like planes, like all of this stuff destroys the planet. You feel me? And then I'm not gonna say we, but they take oil, they take the natural resources from this planet. Like, they're stripping it of all its minerals and everything, bro. Like, you can't tell me, even if you are, like, let me break this down for y'all. Even if, let's say I'm an oppressor, right? I'm the head of the snake or whatever you want to call it. Like, I'm at the top, right? If I am indigenous to this planet, right? It's no way it makes sense for me to literally strip it of every resource. You feel me? and basically destroy it, because eventually it's going to be destroyed. So wouldn't it make the most sense, like if I was indigenous to this planet, to find a way to oppress that wasn't in a way that I had to destroy the planet that I naturally come from? You get what I'm saying? So it's just like questions like that you got to ask yourself. Like, there's no way that people just be wilding like that. And then you see in certain movies where, or TV shows, and they tell them like, oh, they stripping from gold, and then you start learning about all these things, bro. That's crazy. Like all these hidden subliminal messages they put in our cartoons, they put in our movies. Like I watched Madagascar 2, and I need to do a series, bro. I think I spoke about it. No, I don't think I spoke about this yet, but I'm gonna do a series because like I've been watching like a lot of like old cartoons or movies. You feel me? That I just want to watch. Like I just be like, yo, I feel like watching this today. You feel me? I got a couple streaming services. But now I'm being more intentional. Like I want to watch these because I want to see if there's any hidden messages in it. You get what I'm saying? And if you don't know, when we was younger, Madagascar 2 was a movie, bro. It was a movie. So I look at it like this. I need to see all the big movies again. Not necessarily all of them, but a good amount of them again to see if there were anything. And when I was watching Madagascar 2, bro, oh, that shit was right there in plain sight. When they go to Africa, it's called, I think Madagascar 2 go to Africa or something like that. But when it's so many signs of them showing like basically the tree of life, is you can see it in the background cut. That's one. Like, cause you know, if you don't know, we had these huge trees, cause everything, this planet was a lot different back then, bro. Like, I'm not gonna break down the whole thing because I want to make sure I have everything verbatim, but some good. You are always gonna be your best source. So meditate and then watch the people that resonate with you. So I watched Rashad Jamal. I've been reading this book. You feel me? So I'm doing the research before I just like, you feel me, say shit. Like I'm big on that. But anyway, everything was a lot bigger. We had those huge trees. Like if you ever seen Avatar with the blue people, we had trees like that. You get what I'm saying? And when I was watching Madagascar 2, they keep showing like a background of Africa, and they got a huge ass tree cut. Like it's just cut. And then they're saying certain things, especially that lemur, dog. And y'all know who I'm talking about, bro. I always say lemur. I think he's a lemur, bro. Yeah, I believe he's a lemur. But the dude with the coconuts, you feel me? And he always basically he's the leader of them or whatever. The other lemurs and shit. He says a lot of weird shit in that movie, bro. Like I can't really remember it because I watched it a couple of days ago. But I'm gonna just do a series on like when I'm watching those, and I'm gonna just record and be like, yo, am I the only one bugging? Because I forgot what was the first movie I watched, and I'm like, this is weird, but maybe I'm bugging. And then I want to watch a couple other movies and TV shows, and I'm like, oh nah, it's too much. It's too much synchronicities, bro. I'm not bugging. You feel me? Like I'm not bugging. It's too much synchronicities. But the main thing I wanted to talk to y'all about is, what time is it, y'all? It's 11:40. The main thing I wanted to talk to y'all about is like just using your discernment, and you feel me, looking for shit yourself. Now I know that, yo, let me, before I end this, let me speak about this. And I think I talked about this in my other video, but you ever feel like the more I've been like feeling enlightened, and I've been intentional about in my meditations, like asking my ancestors to speak through me, you know, as long as they have positive intent for growing the evolution of not humans, of us gods and us beings on this planet, like shifting the paradigm in a positive direction. You know, I say a lot of stuff, but since I've been being more intentional with that and asking for that in my meditations, like these videos that I make, I feel like I'll just be channeling. And what I notice a lot when I be talking to people, I'm like, yo, where did that come from, bro? And I realized that, well, of course it's a combination of experiences, but we also lived a lot of lives, and I feel like a lot of the times I'm just channeling like my ancestors. Like when I'm on here speaking to y'all, I'm just channeling, bro. You feel me? Like I don't know where this is flowing from. Obviously I'm learning things and stuff like that. I'm big on learning, and that's one of the main components. But it's just sometimes I'll watch back a video or something, or I'll hear something like when people say that, and I actually like, they be like, yo, like you're really wise, or like I like you don't think like most people and stuff like that. And when I truly acknowledge it and I look at what I said, I'm like, yeah, like I don't know where that came from. Like, you feel me? But I was saying that to say, like, I feel like now I done said everything I needed to say. You feel me? Like when I was about to say something, before I went on this tangent just now, I was just like, oh yeah, like that's it. I don't have nothing else to say, so I'm not gonna force it. But getting back to the outro, I appreciate y'all if y'all tuned in this far. If y'all even watching these videos, you feel me? Because I haven't dropped deep thoughts yet. Because I still gotta watch that long ass video of me. I need to write notes of what I'm talking about, you know. But that's a whole nother conversation. So if you watch this long, I appreciate you. These are gonna be uncut all the time. You feel me? Just right off the dome. These are for whoever resonates with. You feel me? I'm not making this off trending topics or anything like that. This is just what's on my mind. If you enjoy these long form conversations, and remember, this is a conversation, so please share your experience or anything down below that you want to share. Books, movies. My goal in life, I'm not going to even just say on the channel, in this time I have with this vessel, is to empower and impact people in a positive way and elevate consciousness to an even higher place. You feel me? Before I leave this vessel. So I think we all have a responsibility to that, and I believe that's why we all came down here. So that being said, make sure you comment your experience or what resonated with you, and let me know where your head is at, what tips you have, whatever it could be. You feel me? Just comment down below. And what else I was gonna tell you? Oh yeah, so ideally I'm going to get to a point where I'm posting one long form video on YouTube every Friday. That date is my most like it's up for change, but as of right now it's gonna be every Friday. But on YouTube in general, I post every day. I post a short every day on YouTube, and I post one long form video. And then on TikTok, I usually post every day. If you see like gaps, there might be gaps in between. That's just me relaxing, getting knowledge, or whatever the case may be. Just following my intuition. But for the most part, that is my schedule. You feel me? Almost every day on TikTok. It could be a couple times a day on TikTok, and then on YouTube it's once a day with shorts, and once every Friday with long form. So if you enjoyed this video, appreciate you for sticking around. Comment blue dino dick. I don't know. I don't know, bro. Comment something. Yeah, comment that. First of all, ayo, pause. But just comment that, and I'll know, like, all right, they stood to that. But until next time.